All right, so I forgot to tell you the point of the podcast. That's all right.
Great start.
I'm going to ask you like uncomfortable questions.
Great.
Like I'm going to try and make you feel awkward, essentially.
Okay. Okay, good luck.
Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Uncomfy Convos. This is your boy Shiv, your man boy, whatever you want to call me. And this is Uncomfy Convos, baby, where we have uncomfy conversations with uncomfy people. I don't know why I laughed so early. This is a very serious matter. I'm very excited for our guest today that we have on. He's hilarious. He's really, really funny. He's made me laugh a lot. He's made a lot of other people laugh a lot. I'm laughing right now. That's how much he makes people laugh. He's a regular at New York Comedy Club and a regular at a lot of other places as well. But we wanted to say New York Comedy Club. Sure. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Tayler Yarish. Everybody.
Hey, everybody. Here I am. Yeah. No, you're right. This is uncomfortable. You were chilled 2 seconds ago, and then you started, and you really dropped into character there.
Yeah. I'm like sweating right now.
Yeah,
that's how intense I got.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Also, these lights are like really bright right now.
Yeah, you turned them on. You're like, are these bright? I'm like, I thought it was a joke. Like they couldn't be brighter. They could not be. Yeah. I feel like an iguana right now. Yeah, man. No, thanks for making the trip. You know, for sure.
To the island of Staten. I appreciate
Staten,
it.
Baby.
Yeah. How was that ferry ride? Was it good?
It was pretty chill. Everyone rushes the thing and they try to go on the outer edge. And, you know,
outside.
It's not my first ride, so I just went right in the middle.
Right. Yeah, you're experienced.
Yeah.
You're a ferry veteran.
I'm a ferry vet.
You're
for
a ferry
sure.
vet. Hell yeah, man.
Know.
Well, you ready for some uncomfy convo here?
Sure. That's the name of it? Uncomfy.
Uncomfy Convos. Yeah.
Okay. It should be called like trying to think of play off of Shiv, like Shivel Unrest.
Shivel Unrest. That's really funny.
That's not bad, right?
Shivel Unrest.
Sure, that's the backup. That'll be the next spot. Shivel Unrest.
All right, we have to start it all over.
No, I like Uncomfy Convos. It's good.
Yeah. Come on to the pod. You know what? I don't like the name of this. Before we get started,
I just want to say, to start the uncomfortable, that I think all this sucks.
I think the cameras suck. I think you suck.
The cameras sucks. The ferry sucks. It all sucks.
It all sucks. Staten Island sucks.
Just trying to get into character.
Yeah. No, that was good.
Good. I'm glad.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with something here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Can you or have you ever seductively eaten a banana?
Not as a joke, like for real.
Well, no, as like a joke or for real, both.
I mean, I've definitely done it as a joke, you know, around guy friends, because a lot of humor is homoerotic amongst your straight guy friends. Yep. But I've probably also had a moment with myself where I'm like, let's just see, like if I was a gay dude, let's say, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like you almost play like Operation with your mouth. Yeah. Where you try to shove it as far back into your throat, and like, would I be a guy who uses teeth? Right. You know what I mean? Right. So
it's important.
Definitely. Yeah. I've definitely given that a whirl.
Yeah.
I do that with most fruits that I eat.
Yeah. You've given that a tongue.
Yeah. I seductively eat most fruits.
Seductively eat most fruits?
Yeah. Grapes. You know.
Grapes. Yeah. How would you seductively eat like an apple?
An app. Well, what I think is the most seductive. A lot of people, they'll take like a big chunk and both the top row of teeth and the bottom take a chunk out. See, what I do is I do like more of a shovel method, and I sink the top and pull out. Yeah. And then you just get this big gaping hole in the front, and then you could just do whatever you want with that hole. You know. Right.
That was a seductive way to explain it.
Yeah, you know, that's all me, baby. I'm all seduction.
You're all seduction. You handled that question very comfortably, which was what that says about.
I don't know.
Do you enjoy seductively eating banana? I love to, and I also do it with all of the fruits.
I do it with all the fruits.
Next question. All right, here we go. You're a runner.
I guess I am now.
Yeah.
I've annoyed enough people with an Instagram story about how far I run.
I love seeing them. It inspires me. It inspired me to run like a couple weeks ago.
I really don't want to be one of those people who's like, I'm just trying to inspire anyone to better themselves and to, I don't know why I did that voice. Sorry. Because gay guys run. But part of it is it's for my own thing where if I like kind of commit to posting it when I run, then I feel more inclined. This also, that's a crazy thought too. The idea that if I stopped, people would be like, hey man, I noticed you haven't been running lately. Nobody cares. I totally get that. Right. But that's part of the fun.
I care. I mean, if I didn't see the stories, I probably wouldn't reach out to you and be like, oh, you haven't ran in a while. You know?
Good night, everybody.
The host doesn't care about me as an individual. But I do get inspired off of those. So I know you didn't want to be that one of those types of guys, but you are.
Well,
yeah.
I'll heavy lies the crown. You know, I will take that responsibility. I will try not to let you down.
If you stop running, my health will deteriorate.
I have noticed, and it might just be a correlation where I've been posting it, and then certain friends who don't go to the gym have been posting like, not like thirst traps or anything, but they will let people know I'm at the gym.
Right.
Which is kind of what I'm doing. Like I don't really, I don't post a ton of me actually doing the running. It's just like the stats.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's not like you're like mid thrust.
No.
No, I said thrust, mid push up, like mid thrust. When I say thrust, sure. I don't mean anything like, I mean like a thrust of like a barbell.
Okay.
Like you're not mid motion. That's a better way to put it.
Right. That's what they call it. It's not reps, it's thrusts. So I did 4 sets, 10 thrusts each on bench press today. A guy who doesn't go to the gym. Yeah, I saw your thrust.
I feel like with Kegels or something like that would be like...
I did 10 thrusts and 17 hoists.
17 hoists.
That's a record for me.
I've been out the gym for a while, so that's why you can tell I
mean, whatever terminology you feel like you need to use to get
to get yourself going.
To get yourself going, yeah. If you have to think about it as a thrust, like that's what really gets your heart pumping, thrust away.
Yeah, thrust away.
You know?
Yeah, thrust your heart away.
Yeah. Whatever you're thrusting, give it your all. You know?
Thrust your legs. Thrust your biceps. Thrust your triceps.
Yeah.
Let them all thrust.
I hear merch.
In thrust we trust.
I mean, if that's a t-shirt or a bumper sticker or something.
And trust the thrust.
Yeah, trust the thrust.
Trust the thrust.
I'm with it.
Yeah. Okay, so you post your stats.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've seen the stats.
Yeah.
For our listeners and for our viewers, which are thousands and millions, there are millions of viewers and listeners.
Sure. America. Let's just call it.
Well, India too.
America.
Okay, so you post up your stats to our viewers, listeners. I don't even know why I'm saying it like this. Like Tayler, like he posts his stats of his run. So like distance, right? You got your speed. Is there speed in there? And time?
Yeah, it's off the app for my watch. So it's pace, the overall time, the amount, how far you went, and then the calories.
Got it.
So
pace, the amount of time. how far you went and the amount of calories.
Yeah. And that's the order in which I bring it up to people at a bar, when I'm just like, so my pace today is fucking,
Yeah. Calories.
Yeah.
Calories?
But people, there's certain people that respond. Literally on the walk here, a guy DM'd me, and I'm not going to shout him out in case he didn't want me to, but he was like, can I run with you sometime? I've been trying to work on my pace and
thrust.
My thrust. Can you help me thrust, bro?
Can you help me thrust, bro?
I was like, show me how you eat this banana first. Let me.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. I've thought about messaging you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll start like a run club or something. I thought about going. They have, there's like hot chicks that start like run clubs for single people.
Right.
And
right.
I've thought about
hot guys starting run clubs for single people.
Yeah.
They would flip it.
Exactly. Well, see, I feel like the girl has to start it because then it makes other girls feel comfortable enough to go, which sounds like so creepy when I'm explaining it, but like we want the women to feel okay. We need them to show up.
Right.
Yeah, otherwise what's the point?
Yeah. No, there's no point of running without women.
I did think, I'm like, anytime you have like it's a singles thing, I'm like, how does it not just get bombarded with dudes?
Right. Right.
Which it probably does.
Yeah. It has to. I mean, that's like you see, predator sees prey. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, you want to be on the board? You're on a board of the run club.
Predator sees prey.
This guy gets it.
This guy gets it. Women. No, that makes sense. No, it is inspiring to me, and I think it's really cool. And it's like a good to like I ran a marathon once, and like it was like I felt like after I ran like long distances, I felt like a lot better and like I could do stuff.
I haven't even done that.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to flex. Yeah.
Just trying to thrust.
I was just trying to show I was in the same. Right now, it would be tough. I run and like I run to the ferry.
Sure.
It's like it's like late. A 4-minute run.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm dying.
You should run back. That hill down there is no joke.
I know. So I have run. I've actually run back to the apartment. Like again, like probably a 5-minute jog.
Sure.
And I've run it to pick up like a DoorDash order.
Because are you trying to time it on the ferry?
I was trying to time it on the ferry.
That's so hysterical. You're like one of 10 guys I know that try to time their delivery orders. They can't just get like a block from their house and place the order. The idea of waiting 20 minutes once they're home, they need to literally meet the guy outside at the same time. There's like a gamifying to it.
So it's happened like twice now. It's like where like I order it on the ferry and then the guy's like, he's there. I tried to time it on the ferry and I'm like, oh, exactly, in 30 minutes he'll get there. He gets there in like 27 minutes, right? And now I'm just getting off the ferry and I'm running with my backpack like an idiot. I just look like the dumbest person in Staten Island and I'm sprinting with my backpack and everyone who looks at me, I just think like he doesn't have his shit together. And it's like, I know, but they're like,
any guy sprinting with a backpack, it's not a good,
especially a brown person.
Yeah. It's not the best look, but
yeah. So I've like run and then like I'm messaging my DoorDash delivery and I'm like, I'm almost there.
Do you not have him just leave it, or you don't trust?
So they can't really I don't know how to get them in here without without me being there. I don't know how to get them past the door.
And you wouldn't leave it in that little vestibule, like the front part where I was.
I think I would let them do that.
For 3 minutes.
Yeah, for 3 minutes. If
it gets taken in 3 minutes, you got to move.
It was meant to not be eaten. Yeah, if it was taken in 3 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't meant for you.
Or I have to move. That's also where I was going.
You have people staking out your building for this very purpose.
Right.
If within 3 minutes.
I love how I was like, I need to, I was like, it wasn't meant to be eaten. And you're like, you have to move.
I'm like, this.
You have to move so much.
You went spiritual. Oh, it wasn't on the writing of the stars. And I'm like, no, you're getting robbed.
No, the demographic of this place is poor.
Yeah.
No, the demographic of this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, that's awesome. How are you feeling on the comfortability scale?
We're getting there. I know. I feel okay.
Oh, that's good. That sucks. That's bad. That's not the goal of this.
Oh man. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
punch yourself out trying to.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like, on the pod with the heavyweight right now. Heavyweight uncomfortable.
I feel like I'm like Tai Chiing the discomfort and sending it back to you.
I'm sweating. I think it's because of the light.
It's 100% the light.
It's the light, and then also the fact that the AC's in the other room.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. Like,
I didn't even see your AC. It's just a guy like just blowing in from the window. Just a guy blowing in from the window. Shiv, is this good?
Shiv, is this good? Oh man, I'm so hot right now. I'm sorry. I'm like, I want to go into this topic.
Yeah.
Hair loss.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. I know quite a bit about it.
Yeah. I didn't want to ask it in an offensive way.
You haven't asked a question yet.
I didn't know if you were sensitive about hair loss.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
That'd be pretty funny if I was just like always. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see.
No, if I was sensitive about it, I probably would have tried to get plugs or something.
Oh, got it.
I was very sensitive when I was like first losing it. That was brutal.
Got it.
That was in college, and I did literally everything that you can do short of getting like plugs or a wig or whatever the fuck. Everything else I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal.
That's tough. Wait. So it was more of a sensitive thing in college.
In college,
yeah.
When I was losing, I was in school for acting, and it's very, and you're just in college, which is like everybody's sensitive about what they look like already.
Yeah, I was so
sensitive.
I mean?
And so you're at your like prime youth sort of time. You know what I mean? And it felt like I was dying, like I'm losing my hair.
Yeah.
And, but I still like my face looked like a little baby. So it's like this bald baby. It was horrible. So it was thinning. So it wasn't insanely noticeable if I tried to like cover it up. So I would get these, I forget the brand name, but they're like these little hair fiber things. And it comes in a little jar, and you like shake it out like a salt shaker on your hair. And these little fibers bind to each individual strand, and it makes them seem thicker. So after you apply it, your hair, it has the appearance of looking thicker. It actually, it works wonders. It's amazing.
Wow.
If no one touches your hair.
Got it.
The moment somebody like, if you were to like run your hand through my hair, you'd be like, what the fuck is it?
And you're right.
Yeah.
And you were in the run club with all the women who were rubbing their hands through your hair all the time. Yeah.
Chicks were just constantly rubbing their hands.
Yeah.
No, it was well, sometimes
constantly rubbing their hands. It's such a ridiculous.
Rubbing their hands. To not finish that sentence.
Chicks were all over my hair.
Yeah. Wanted nothing to do with the rest of my body, but just my hair. They're like, let me get my mitts on that thing. Yeah, and like there were certain
Taylor.
There were acting classes where we did these like partner things or whatever. We were like doing these partner massages. It was weirdly sensual, but at one point,
why is everything sensual today?
Well, I don't know. Just the heat, it's the lights, But we had to like kind of massage the back of the head of the person's in front of us, and I knew that if somebody did that to me, their hands would be covered in this shit. So I literally faked an illness in class and got out of I acted like I was violently ill, and I basically just ran out of the class so no one touched my head.
No one touched your hair.
Yeah, and I was like, well, this is not a problem.
Yeah.
If you touched it or if it rained.
Yep.
Rain was...
Yeah.
I mean, you would have thought I was like from the Middle Ages, how much I was in fear of the rain. Like,
yeah.
It was God's wrath to me.
Wow.
Horrible.
Well, that's normal.
Yeah.
That happens to everybody.
Totally.
Everybody has to do that.
Just running from the rain.
Run from the rain.
Yeah.
Stop people from massaging their hair,
Normal college shit.
Normal, super normal.
Yeah.
Right? Wait. Okay. All right. So that makes sense. So then When did it become like more of like, okay, it's gone?
Well, it was in stages. Because I tried like the pills next, but then the side effect of the pills is like it kills your dick pretty much. And I remember I was taking them, and my ball started to hurt. And I went and I was freaking out, and I got an ultrasound of my ball, which, if you've never experienced that, folks, that's a real humbling moment when they're literally like, and then just looking at your ball, and they're like trying to make ball, ultrasound small talk. Oh, yeah, so you're going up at the college. That's great. Yeah, what are you studying? I'm just like, hands are on my ball. Yeah. So that's a moment where I'm like, I really got to figure this out. But it wasn't until I left college, I moved to the city pretty shortly afterwards, and you become anonymous, so you can kind of reinvent yourself a little bit. I got a pretty short buzz cut first, and I was doing like a 1 guard, 2, 3, like a fade almost. I was living in Harlem. I was trying to fit in. And trying to fit into Harlem. I was trying to blend in with the neighborhood. So yeah, I would put on my Timbs, and I would walk down to the barbershop and
put on my Timbs.
And you would, do that. And then it just started getting worse and worse. And then one night I was like, let me just see what happens when I shave my head. And I did like a razor. It was the first time I ever did that. And to touch your scalp, it's like kind of sticky and it's like weird. You're like, it freaked me out a little bit. And I was what the fuck did I do?
Right.
And then you just sort of like slowly show people in your life. It's kind of like coming out of the closet. Where you tell the people closest to you first. That's how I was with my bald head. Like I showed the people I trusted the most first. Right. Which I imagine is what you do when you're gay, That was my coming out. I was like, I'm gay,
Right.
So, and then once everyone was kind of chill, it kind of just stayed like that.
Yeah.
But it's now it's just a part of.
Now it's just a part. So when I asked you that, it didn't make you uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, I wasn't sure where you were going, what you wanted to know about it. I mean, I wish I still had my hair. That's actually a topic I've been exploring more about, this kind of like longing for my old hair. And I kind of equate it to like an ex I used to date. You know what I mean? And because that's how it feels sometimes. You see an old picture. I'll show people pictures of me when I had hair, and I could see them trying to fight that I looked better then.
Right.
At that time, they're trying to find a way to say like, you're way better now. You know what I mean? I'm just like, let's cut this shit. I'd rather someone be like, oh, you got fucked.
Right.
You know what I mean? That would make me feel better.
You'd be like, I can trust this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Someone was like, oh yeah, that was way better.
Right.
You should have got. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, cool, man. That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You look great in both.
Yeah.
Both ways. Equally both.
Yeah.
You look great equally.
They have stuff now where if I wanted to, they have these things called hair systems where it's like the best version of what like a wig is. A lot of people in Hollywood have it.
Yeah.
Where they basically just take out this part and then they get this hair, they color match your hair, and then they like lay it on perfectly, and then it starts long, and then they cut your existing hair into the fake hair, and you cannot tell the difference.
Wow.
It's crazy. Wow. But it's probably so friggin' expensive, and you can only go to this one person to cut your hair. And I was kind of just doing the long-term math on that. I'm like, I can't live with that secret. Right. Yeah. That would be.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot to do to get there. And but it seems like that you found your own within this state.
I mean, I've had
like you're comfortable.
I've had no hair shaved head or whatever you want to call it for so long now that I wouldn't even know how to re-enter the community. If I just woke up tomorrow with a full head of hair, it'd be pretty jarring.
Your personality would change, like your demeanor.
I think so. I mean, I think going through hair loss at a young age, definitely influenced who I am. It has to.
Right.
It's like if I woke up tomorrow and I was 6 feet, or if I was always 6 feet tall. I personally don't think I definitely wouldn't be the same person.
Right. I hear you. Yeah.
You're literally viewing the world.
Yeah.
Differently.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about that because I know that's like unique. But I also was like, I didn't know if I brought it up if you would be like, I think you were uncomfortable because I was uncomfortable asking about it.
You were like, well, if we don't have to, if you don't want to. And I'm like, what could this one possibly be?
Like the discomfort's not from the questions, but more from how uncomfortable I am.
It's the anticipation.
Right.
It's like, all right, the next one, and we can cut this.
Yeah.
We can cut this.
We can cut this.
So you're bald.
We can't cut yours. We can't cut yours. We can cut this.
Yeah, we can't cut my hair, but we can cut this question.
I randomly am very hesitant and polite, and then all of a sudden I take a jab at you. We can cut this. We can't cut your hair. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, what are you talking about?
I'm getting the theme of this now.
Yeah. All right, we can move on from this.
I mean, hey, you're driving the ship here.
Yeah. How do and I wanted to ask you this since the day I met you. How do Indian people make you feel?
How do Indian people make me feel?
Yeah.
I do my best to avoid them at all costs, so I don't. I'm really nothing, but. How do they make me?
You're genuinely
I'm genuinely trying to. I take these things. I'm taking this very seriously. How do Indian people make me feel? I feel fine around them. I would honestly, I'd want to ask them that. How do I make them feel? I'll say this: where when I go to their establishments to eat their food, you judge me a little bit. I feel like when I walk in there, I get treated a little differently.
Yeah.
I have a.
Yes,
I have a joke where I talk about this. Literally happened. I was at an Indian restaurant and the guy, he was over clarifying to me how authentic the food was, just to prep me, just so you know.
Yeah.
And he said we're unapologetically authentic.
Right.
And I'm like, you definitely don't fucking say this to everybody. Everybody. You think I can't handle your food or whatever. It's too spicy for the white boy. They cook with no seasoning.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that trope, by the way. Can I say that white people don't know how to they don't know how to season their food? You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I've heard of salt and pepper, everybody, okay?
Yeah.
It's when you get into curries and all that other stuff, that's where we back out, you know what I mean?
Salt and pepper.
I leave it to the experts, you know what I mean?
I eat extra pepper. I extra pepper.
Yeah.
Pepper does get spicy if you have too much of it. But that makes sense on the guy that came up to you. So it sounds like he was brownsplaining to you.
He was brownsplaining to me.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I mean, I guess I'm up. A lot of the interaction that I do have with Indian people is through food. I will say that.
Right.
It's not on purpose.
Indian food right there.
I was going to ask you what this looks like. Is this like bird food or what is this?
No, it's real authentic Indian. Yeah.
You'll just eat a spoonful of this.
So you eat a spoonful of that after you're done eating dinner as a refresher. It's a minty type.
This is you're like the Italians will have an espresso.
Yeah.
You have
dar and dar.
What is it?
It's called dar and dar.
Thar and dar?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Dar and dar. Here and there, dar and dar.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
I
means.
was dar and then I was over there. Just destroying your culture. Just
I was over there and then I was over there.
dar and dar. Okay, what's it taste like?
You're like with your friends who aren't Indian. You're like, guys, get a little of this.
Dude, it gave me a spoon of this who's you, what's you? I don't know what it was called.
This time it was over there and then now it's over there.
Took a hit of this and that. And what's it taste
And now
like?
look at this. Wait, what'd you say?
What's it taste like?
You can try it. Yeah, go ahead.
Is it going to shut down the podcast? I'll take a little hit.
Okay. Yeah. If you can handle it with the mic and.
Yeah, okay. Is that good? Is this too much?
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah,
and then you just set it back?
You could put it in your hand and then eat it, or you could, yeah.
I was going to just tilt it back. I was going to.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Whoa.
How's that?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Of Indian people or the food?
It's just a truth serum.
I'm not a fan of Indian.
Of what? I feel like you just made me eat something that's not. What is that?
Wait.
It's really not good.
You don't like it at all, huh?
So you'd finish eating like a tikka masala or something like that, and then you would.
Well, yeah.
The
we're
taste.
More sophisticated palate than just tikka.
Well, that's what I order, which is I know what all the white people order, but it's your best shit. What do you want?
I order it all the time too.
It's great.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, it almost has like this floral. Like the aftertaste is very like lavendery almost.
Yeah. It's minty. I'd say minty to me is how it kind of feels like. But yeah, no, I hear you. It's very different. I could see why like it. I ate that growing up too, so I'm used to it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry that was a tough.
No, that's. I mean, I I went into it preparing myself. I might not like
for
it
the worst.
But, yeah, but you know, gotta be adventurous, right? Try shit.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now I don't like Indian people.
I don't like Indian people.
After that, it's the first time I've been wronged. Yeah. Every other experience has been immensely positive until right now.
Yeah. You're like, Shiv, I didn't know you were Indian until you brought it up.
I mean, it's like in a glass case, like you'd put caviar or something.
Yeah. I have a really weird setup.
This is normally over there, so it makes sense. It would be weird if just this was in your living room.
Right.
That would be
a dining table that's like pressed up against the couch.
Yeah. That'd be an odd setup.
Yeah. No, and then like this random flower pot, and then we got the two posters.
Right. It seems like I'm like starting to sweat a little bit, so it feels like that question was like, oh boy, they found me out.
They found me. It's like,
oh no, I can't lie under oath about how I feel about Indian people.
Yeah. Have you had Indian friends in your life?
Not many.
Yeah, of course.
There were not many in my school.
Yeah, but of the ones that there were, did you befriend them?
They weren't like my closest friends.
Got it.
Friendly, I would say.
Did you ever hang out with one?
With one, probably not. Honestly, until comedy, I've met more. Yeah, I think through comedy.
Yeah.
Than I would say.
Right.
But I think that's just literally a product of like the difference between New York and Maryland, where I grew up.
Oh, got it. Okay.
You know?
Okay. Oh, you grew up in Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We didn't.
Cool.
We didn't have. Many.
Yeah, you didn't have many. Yeah. Is this your first time hanging out with an Indian person? Like just like legitimately, like just one-on-one hangout?
One-on-one, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome.
Maybe.
Oh, this is sick.
I'm trying to think. I've had one-on-one conversations, but there were like other people maybe around.
Yeah.
But socially isolated.
Yeah. So when you knew about today and you were coming here, you were mentally preparing like, oh.
No, I wasn't. That's where you're wrong. I was not like, I'm going to be alone with one. What should I wear? I come in, I got the fucking...
I ask you this question, you're like, he's on to me.
I'm like, oh shit, is it that obvious? What about me says I've never been alone with one? Shit. Yeah, never solo one-on-one, I guess. But listen, I'll say that about all the races, you know? No, that's not
right. I'll say that about all the races. Okay. No, I respect that. I was trying to get you uncomfortable through those series of questioning.
You know, if it sounds wrong that I've never been alone with one, then I will own that.
Yeah.
I'll right my wrongs.
What's the weirdest place you've peed?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my paper down for that one.
Okay, this I could list a couple because I don't know where I would rank weird, and maybe the audience would rank.
Yeah, everyone would
rank weird.
Needs to know.
I mean, public urination, I feel like already puts it into the category. Anytime you're urinating in public, and I've done it. I've done it on a building. I've done it in a park, in between parked cars. I've done it on a subway platform. I've been so desperate that I've picked up an empty, like a Big Gulp or something you get from like a Wendy's or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I've removed the lid, pissed into that, and thrown it off the subway platform because I was,
very considerate,
very desperate. Yeah,
and
I've when living with roommates, if somebody's like just in the bathroom and I really have to pee, I've like peed into a water bottle, and wherever one has probably needed to pee, I probably have taken a leak.
Yeah, taken a leak.
You know what I mean?
Did you pee on that Big Gulp on the subway or off?
I was
the
on
subway?
the platform.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't on the train.
Yeah, because then you would have been like.
Yeah. I've done it though, like in between the cars, like the subway
there's
cars.
enough space.
Yeah. You just pee like off the.
Oh.
Like in between. Yeah, that little walkway area.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's enough to stand there.
Oh yeah,
like,
I got
that's
you.
where
I know
like
what
homeless
you're
dudes or whatever will stand out there.
Yeah.
That's where they pee. I learned it from them.
Oh, okay.
You watch the homeless. They'll show you how to pee in public.
How to pee. How to pee out in public.
I guess.
Yeah.
Accidentally on a person. That's pretty weird.
How do you accidentally?
I was sleeping with a lady.
Yeah.
And
gang.
I was
that's yours. That's
nice. I was sleeping with a lady. Nice.
And
nice.
Probably from the running club.
I forget if I was completely sober or not. I think I have been, but like I was going and I, for whatever reason, mistook the feeling of like I'm about to finish with. I thought I was about to finish, but
no.
I swear to God.
No.
I swear to God, I thought I was about to finish, and so I like pulled out and stuff, and then I obviously just completely let it go because I thought it was not pee. I thought it was jizz and. Dude, I clamped down so hard. It literally it shot. The moment I saw what it was, I was like, "Huh!" But the damage was done. It just shot, and I forget where I got her, but she got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was so convinced enough to do that. Where I was like, oh,
right,
wow, here it comes.
Yeah,
and then
I must have just not here it comes.
Not here it comes.
Not
yeah,
here it comes.
Not here it comes.
Not here it comes.
But I must have just had to pee bad beforehand,
right?
And then you kind of get in the process of something that it kind of goes away for a second.
Yeah.
But it just came back.
Yeah.
And I thought it was, you're just dumb when you're having sex anyway. And I'm like, here it comes. And then just full on almost peed on a lady. Yeah, that was Luckily, we both had a good laugh about it.
She laughed.
Yeah.
That's how she reacted. That's great.
That's she laughed. And kind of this like, was that what I thought it was?
Right.
I was like, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
So that's definitely up there.
Right. Yeah, that is something else, man. I did not think that story was gonna come out of you after asking the question initially. You're like,
it didn't.
You're like, I've been everywhere. Like, actually,
well, because I was racking my brain of like,
yeah.
I was trying to think what like comes to mind as weird to me because of how many times I've peed in places you're not supposed to pee.
Right.
Just living in this city, it's.
Yeah.
If you're a guy, you can. There's so many places that you can. You can do it where
you can let it loose. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, on the bridge.
Yep. Yep. Off the ferry.
I have not peed off the ferry, but
that'd be difficult.
Yeah. Now you're giving me ideas for the ride back, but
that'd be difficult because you have like you need like
piss
nobody
scavenger hunt.
You kind of need like nobody around, like. Or
it would have to be a late night.
Ride.
Probably.
It couldn't be like one of those rides where all the tourists are like saturated.
Right.
On
They're
the
like,
boat.
oh, the Statue of Liberty. Oh my god. Yeah.
That's not the Statue of Liberty. I'm the Statue of Liberty. And then just go.
I'll give you a monument.
I'll show you about it. I'll show you liberty.
Freedom! Just spraying off the. This is what she wanted.
You just stay still the whole time while you're peeing.
You could probably get away. Somebody definitely has.
It's like so good. It's like one of those like those people in the city that just like pose, those posers in the city. You're just like when you're peeing and the stream's so consistent, it just stays still.
Like, is that part of it? Is it? I guess that's
Is that a stream?
You must have it hooked up somehow. Yeah. That he sees me doing those like closeouts bursts.
Right.
I'm trying to get the last of it. It's like, oh,
mommy, it's real.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can get away with when you don't care about what other people think.
Right. I mean, I think that would be hard. On the ferry, it would be very hard. But
that'd be tough.
I don't have a story like that, but
of peeing on somebody
while having sex.
Yeah.
I was like driving one time to New York, and then I like got stuck in a tunnel. I was like 30, and then my GPS said like 10 minutes till destination, like to get to my sister's, but then it went up to like 45 minutes.
Oh no.
So my P clock was like 10, you know, but then it went up to 45, and I'm like, that's not happening. That's not happening. Yeah. So then like I was driving in the tunnel, and like it was like, you know, just super full. And like I couldn't really, you know, there's no way to turn, nowhere to stop, right? So I had to like multitask and like pee in a bottle, and while driving. Yeah.
I've done that.
And like also making eye contact with other people, just try and like show that I was still like an active driver.
Sure. Did you? Because I've pissed while driving. Did you shimmy your pants half mast, or did you just pop it out the zipper?
You know
what I mean? Like, did you slide your?
I think I did this. I think I slid it all down. Yeah. I probably, or no, I don't remember actually. Yeah.
I think
I'll have to go see the car cam.
I think I pulled, because you don't need to pull down that much.
The car cam.
I'll have to review the tape, but
I'll have to review the tape.
Yeah, can you imagine like somebody like a big SUV pulls up next to you, and they look down into your car and they just see you pissing into a bottle.
Right. Yeah, it's moments like those where I feel very like you. If I was feeling cocky, or like maybe I had a good set or something like that. Like it's like someone watching me pee.
Yeah.
I'm just like a little puppy. You know? I'm just like a little puppy.
Some of those moments, it brings you back to this this human gross thing. I was actually this isn't a peeing story, but I was just ironically talking about this on a date. because I posted I had this Facebook post from a while ago, and for a while I was posting my old like Facebook memories because they were just embarrassing. And one of them was like, I've hit a new low of disgusting. And then I remember what that was about.
Yeah.
It was my first year in New York. I was in my, first ever apartment, and I had to take a shit so bad. And like when you round your corner, you see your apartment, it gets 10 times worse the moment you see the place.
Yeah. 100%.
So it was coming. So I get up to my apartment and I open the door, and my roommate is in the shower. And I'm like,
no.
Well, it's coming. So I ran into my room and I shit into the garbage can. I was like, over my garbage can.
It's good improv.
Shitting into it.
Yeah.
And I was like sweating too. Just, it just was horrible. And then I just wrapped up the bag and I smuggled it out of my apartment.
Smuggled?
Yeah, I mean that's the proper.
You're like a drug dealer.
Well, because you gotta get it.
Nothing. Nothing.
You gotta get it out quick. And I remember I'm like, I can't take the elevator because if somebody comes on, human shit not in water is one of the worst things ever.
Yeah.
So I remember I was leaping down the stairs.
Yeah.
And then I got it outside, and I was like, I think I'm gonna do well in this city.
Do well in the city.
That was the takeaway.
You're like, I can do this now.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, lots of respect. I think that's hard. Like those improv moments, I feel like you like figured it out quickly in a way that was stealthy.
It's literally that or shit your pants, which I've also done.
Exactly. And like that's what happened to me. Like when I had that moment, I'm like, this is impossible, but I did it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you have to, else the alternative is like I just
adapt.
be like, piss my dad's car, And so
you can't have that.
No, we cannot.
You can't face your dad.
No.
I've met your dad. I would not want to. I wouldn't want to let him down like that.
He's like talking to one of his friends. How's your son doing? And it's like, I don't want to talk about it.
Pissing in cars.
He still pees his pants.
Yeah.
He still pees his pants.
He can't control his bladder.
He can't control his bladder.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah. That's pretty wild stuff. I was gonna take it a different direction here. You mentioned what's the weirdest thing you've done drunk? Because you mentioned that.
Weird.
Yeah. Or like just like awkward
things I regret, things like that. I mean, probably. I guess things. One time when I was in high school, I got really drunk. I blacked out, and I started telling this party about a family member of mine who has a boob job.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I shared that. Again, I was blacked out. I don't know why I shared that information, but I did.
Yeah.
And then, I found that out the next morning. Like, do you know what you said to everybody? I'm like, oh, okay. Most of it, I guess, is like when it happens when you're blacked out. I mean, I've had to put together the pieces many mornings.
Yeah.
Happened a lot in college. I'd black out a lot.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I woke up in my bed. I had pissed the bed. I had puke on me, and written in Sharpie on my arm, it said, "Love is a lie. Nothing is real."
Love is a lie. I don't think it's real. That's intense.
It's pretty intense.
That's like you had some intense, sad emotions.
I had some terribly sad emotions.
Like before you fell asleep.
Yeah. I don't know when I wrote that, but I had to I did some investigating the next.
What was it? Love is
Love is a lie.
Love is a lie.
Nothing is real.
Nothing is real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
My 21st, I just found my journal from when I was that age, and I had the journal entry from the night of my 21st and then the day after.
Oh, you journaled during the blackout? Or
No. Oh, it was before. I was like, hey, I'm going out tonight. I'm nervous. Like I was journaling that day.
Oh, that's really cute, actually. That's cute and wholesome.
It was cute, and I'm
like preceding a blackout is very
preceding a blackout, and I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna black out tonight. All my friends are telling me they're gonna get me drunk.
Yeah.
And then that's exactly what happened. I just drank everything that was given to me.
Yeah.
I took my shirt off at the bar and gave it to these two girls at the bar.
Yeah.
I wish I had that game now, you know? We took a cab home.
Hey, that's for you too.
You share that now.
You share my shirt.
You share that. It's for both of you. It's from both of us. I took a cab home with some friends. I puked in the cab, and the cab driver called a cop.
Okay.
Cop was cool. Then I was puking in a field.
Yeah.
I was kind of like...
Wait, how did you go from the cab to the field?
Because he kicked us out.
Oh, okay.
And we were
you just end up in these random settings.
We were on campus, and outside of our dorm, there's like a big quad. There's like a quad area.
Got it.
And I was kind of like puking in like child's pose, if you know that.
Child's pose.
I was puking in child's pose, and my friend was recording me, and he goes, "I'll give you $1 if you go into down dog." And so I did it, and there's video proof. I went into down dog and then puked, and like fell in my own puke. So I will yes and.
You yes and.
Yeah. And then I woke up and I found out my friend had gone on my Amazon account and ordered a giant purple dildo.
Oh God.
But then a different friend went back in and canceled it. Because I got the emails of like, here's your order, and then order canceled.
Yeah.
Both are good friends.
Both are good friends.
For different reasons.
It'd be funny if you got mad at the friend who canceled it.
Yeah. Like I was mad because I now would have had an excuse to own one. Right. Hey, just next time, don't go into my shit. All right.
What about the other friend?
Hey,
that's okay.
Let me deal with him. This is about you and I right now.
Oh, that's so funny.
But for the most part, now I can handle my alcohol, and I don't drink an insane amount anymore. So I wouldn't say nothing too weird.
Yeah.
If anything, drinking, it increases the likelihood of me peeing in public. Those two kind of go.
That's a good point. Yeah.
They kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah. Hand in hand.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to do
Get
that.
my little baby bird in my hand. You know what I mean?
Hands in hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is big.
Yeah. Because it's friggin' huge.
Hands in hand, multiple hands.
Yeah, I need to recruit help.
I need 2 people every time I pee in public. I need 2 people. I need 4 hands.
It gets very expensive.
It gets very expensive. Do you still take bubble baths?
I don't have a bathtub in my place. I think I would take bath. I don't know though. I feel like when you have roommates, which I do, I don't know if I would ever. I would have to clean it first.
Yeah,
but I probably would. When I had a bathtub, I took a bubble bath.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong. You know, you light a candle.
Yeah, some rubber duckies.
I didn't have a rubber ducky, but also I'm a small guy and I barely fit in the tub. Like if you're 6 foot, you're not getting in a tub.
Right.
Or at least you're not all covered.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
And there's kind of a very realistic time limit on how long it's enjoyable. Because after a while, I'm like, all right. Right. Yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah, I feel like in baths, like when the water stops like being warm, like stops warming my body.
When you realize you're just like in filth.
Yeah, I'm like in filth and then it just becomes like cool water.
Yeah.
I always am like, why did I do this? You know?
It kind of feels like a thing that I would do to let other people know, like, hey, I'm taking a bubble bath.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And then.
Right.
Like, oh, a shower is just way more just like efficient and.
It is. Yeah. But I think I was hoping to make you feel uncomfortable with that question.
Okay.
It really didn't have the intended purpose, but I think I don't know. Part of me was like hoping that you still take bubble baths. So I was hoping you'd be like, no, not me. I don't take bubble baths. Why would I take bubble baths?
I just think I'm the worst liar ever. No, if you told me like who was the last person you took a bubble bath with.
Yeah.
That's a different story. Although I don't think I've taken one.
Yeah.
With a person.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Well, maybe on one of those college nights. You never know. You never know. You know.
I would be able to say I don't know because there's a good amount of time I was blacked out for.
Right. So
none of the dorms had bathtub, so I don't know where I would find one.
Right.
I blacked out and called an Uber to a house offsite that had a bath.
Yeah.
Took one.
No, I hear you. The drunk, I think not the best, but the weirdest like drunk story that I had, like when I was drinking, it was like I drank too much, and then I like went to my like sister's, and I was like, I got hungry randomly, so I ordered like food on DoorDash. But by the time I like woke up, I didn't I wasn't ready for the delivery guy.
Yeah.
It was the opposite of me running from the ferry.
Yeah.
Get my
So you
delivery.
ordered it and then passed out.
And then I passed out. Yeah.
Dude, those are dream moments for the delivery guys. They live for those moments.
I know.
They're like, well, I guess he's not home. And then
Right.
just like fucking.
Right. I just eat whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then I wake up the next morning, and I'm chilling with like my niece, nephew, whatever, like we're all hanging out, me and my sister, everybody. And like we're in like one of like the family room or whatever, watching TV, and we look out the window, and we're like, we just see like a Wendy's bag, and we're just like, oh, like it's weird. Did anyone like order food like today? And then my sister goes out, she sees it's for me, it's like Shiv P. And then and the thing is, I was vegetarian at the time, and I ordered spicy chicken nuggets.
You goddamn right you did.
You goddamn right.
Because your subconscious knows what's up.
Right. So,
None of this bullshit. We're getting wings. Wow.
Yeah,
Would you, if you were up for the for the order, and then you just devour those wings, but like maybe you weren't aware of it, if you woke up and realized what you have done, like how much shame would you have felt?
Not much.
Not much.
Yeah,
okay.
probably. Yeah. I eat meat now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you weren't like a diehard.
No. I wasn't a diehard vegetarian.
Got it.
Yeah, but it was just so funny, because it's like, why'd I order meat? I'm a vegetarian,
I mean, you were going off instinct. Your body needed some sustenance.
It did.
Yeah.
I miss those spicy nuggets.
Yeah.
I miss those
Nobody
spicy.
fucking gets drunk and orders like chickpeas. If they do, arrest that guy. I mean,
Get like hummus and pita.
yeah. I guess if you're vegetarian, you can eat pizza, right?
Yeah, you can.
I guess, cheese pizza.
Yeah,
That's about
yeah.
the only exception.
A drunk vegetarian.
A drunk vegan?
A drunk
What do you-
vegan. We'll have to ask Mike. We have to ask Mike.
In his kitchen making a salad. Like, how sad is that?
Yeah. Mike. I'm kidding. It's like,
Oh, that's right. I forgot he's fucking vegan.
yeah, vegan. Yeah.
Horrible.
Just
Horrible.
drunk, you like have like a couple extra strawberries. Yeah, like I had 5 instead of 4.
Yeah. I finished the whole thing of carrot sticks.
After that, I don't remember what happened.
Oh, man.
I had a couple celery, and then
I used the oven. I made kale chips. I mean,
and then the night got away from me.
that's how you know you're too far gone.
Too far gone.
Just kept even spoonfuls of this shit of the there.
The
Dar. The there.
I meticulously chop veggies in quadrangles.
Yeah. You didn't even eat it. You just did meal prep.
Yeah. Just in meal prep.
You just got blackout drunk and were super productive.
We're super productive. And then I forgot, but when I got up, all my meals were made for the week.
They were labeled each day. I never do that.
I never do that.
I want to be that guy.
Oh man, that was fun stuff. I think it's time for another uncomfy question here.
Throw it at me.
Yeah, we got some time. Sorry, I've been laughing a lot. I need a break. I'm sweating, but it's been fun.
You just gotta accept it.
Which direction do I want to go here? If you could go back to school for 1 year, which grade would you pick?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh boy. If I could go back to school for 1 year, which grade would I be? Man, my instinct is like maybe freshman year of college, I think. Because
Yeah.
that was I still talk to a lot of people from college,
Yeah.
And I think I was still holding on to, I was kind of just a big high schooler.
Yeah.
You know? And I was really not, I was just a big mess in high school. I mean, college too, but I think that freshman year, you kind of get a chance to start over. And I was probably just so fucking cringe. It depends. Like, am I going back with kind of like what I know now, or am I going back the same dude?
I think you going back what you know now, probably. Yeah, I would with that.
Then yeah, definitely. Actually,
yeah.
if I'm going back with what I know now,
like I said that, and you're like, oh, actually,
maybe like junior or senior year, because I feel like
of college.
I had. Not that I am like some Casanova, but I had no game.
Yeah.
No game in in college, which is insane because I got laid like a decent bit, but I feel like if I just knew anything, it would have happened more. And I was just surrounded by you know, actresses and musical theater majors and dancers and that's probably a shallow reason to want to repeat a year, but just to get pussy, you know, no, like sort of personal growth or anything. Actually,
to do some spiritual work.
I'm going to stick with my original answer. I'm going to stick with my freshman year.
You text me later. You're like, actually,
I was on the ferry and I was thinking it over.
Wait till the podcast is over. We don't have to do the question again.
Yeah, definitely my freshman year, because that's also where I think I made the most. I made the most mistakes. Socially, a lot of bad shit happened. Like.
Yeah,
just with you know, a friend group that I was trying to have and start a new friend group.
Is that funny? Yeah.
And
I thought you were gonna say something that was like.
I'm trying to think where this is going. I don't know if it's leading to a funny thought.
You started smiling, so I started laughing at it.
Like, oh, here we go, and I'm like, and I really think.
And it really sucked, and I'm like, oh fuck.
It really sucked. No, it is funny that it sucked, but I think in high school I was so insecure, so I was kind of like a dick. And I think I hung on to that. So I probably would try to get rid of that my freshman year, and then just redo certain decisions, certain nights. There's things I would have said, I wouldn't have said.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of like, I think if I did that year right, it would have set the rest of college off better.
I got you.
You know.
I got you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Yeah.
Because high school, who the fuck cares?
Right. Yeah. Well, college, you have like some independence too, right? So if you went back, you could like.
There's no one else I can blame.
Right.
For my decisions.
You could relive it like the way you want. So I totally get that.
Yeah. I wouldn't have taken the dick pills, so I wouldn't have had the ball.
Right.
You know, MRI.
Right.
There's a lot of things I'd redo.
I think in order to like, if you would have given you more game, is just eating more fruits in college. Like you should have thought about that.
Yeah. If I was just in the quad, just deep throating bananas. I mean, they would have been like, dude, save some pussy for the rest of us. I mean, teach me your ways.
If that guy's not coming out of the closet, I don't know.
Well, that would have been a dangerous place to do it. I mean, college, I didn't realize at the time, like, but I was around so much feminine energy. I literally found a journal entry.
Yeah.
Where I was kind of frustrated because I was like, I feel like I don't have any like guy friends.
Yeah. Now you do.
Yeah. Now it's just this couch is oozing masculinity. But like, and there's no slight on my friends. It's just who they are. But like, some of my close friends were gay, and then the other ones were still theater majors. Right. And I think maybe it's a reason I never I never fully felt totally a part of that group. I felt like some sort of outsider because I just wasn't like, theater.
Yeah. I got you. That makes sense.
Because even the straight guys were a little gay.
Right. right.
And I remember being like, man, I don't have any like guy friends, which I think is important.
Yeah.
If, dude, if you're just surrounded by chicks all the time.
Yeah.
They start infecting you.
And theater majors.
They start infecting you with their girl brain, and you go crazy.
You go crazy.
You go crazy with girl brain.
Right. You need bro brain.
You need
bro brain.
You need someone to just like kind of be a little bit irrational.
Yeah.
But in the right ways, not girl irrational.
Right.
You just bros to like fucking bro out and you say something and they don't get upset by it. Dude, the amount of fucking apologizing that I did in college. Because I said something and then somebody just made like a hissy fit about it. Yeah. And I cared too. Mm-hmm. I cared and I was like, well, I'm sorry. I thought I was just joking around.
Yeah.
Where now, thankfully, like most of my friends, I've never had to do that to. I've never had to be like,
good. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm sorry. I was just joking around. I didn't mean that.
Yeah. It's
like, ugh.
No, we don't want that type of energy in this apartment.
No,
we don't at all. Yeah.
That's some girl shit.
Shit. Also, when you said girl brain, I was just thinking of a commercial. Are you sick of having girl brain?
Did you have girl brain between the years of 2011 and 2015?
Introducing bro brain. it's like a guy.
Yeah.
It's like some like a fraternity dude, like just like introducing
bro brain. It's just like it's like a shot, like a 5-hour energy shot.
Yeah. It's a picture of like just a ripped dude who's like 6'4", and just like introducing bro.
Just take a shot of it.
Wearing vineyard vines. Introducing bro brain.
Yeah, I probably would have taken that in college.
Yeah.
If there was some sort of supplement, bro brain
pill.
Yeah. I mean, I ordered this book. I got big into the show How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
And Neil Patrick Harris, who ironically is gay, but his character on there was like he was the player, he was the dude, and he would always talk about like the bro code.
Yeah.
And then the show, I'm assuming, they released like a book.
Yeah.
Written by his character, and it was called The Bro Code, and I ordered it.
Wow.
I ordered The Bro Code because I was like, I must learn the ways.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was just pure nonsense, but it shows me like what I could have been talked into.
Yeah. How to do a bro dap.
Right. Like
Dude,
if any
like basic like guy stuff. Dude.
Or it was a lot of like, this is what you don't, the bro code, man, you don't do this. You got to make sure you do this. You don't do this. It was all just
never apologize even when it's your fault.
Yeah. Even when you're wrong.
Even when you're wrong.
It's a lot of like what turned into, that guy on Instagram who's like, be a man.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
It's a lot
Boston,
of that.
Boston.
It's basically a lot of that shit.
Yeah. Be a man. Yeah.
If you're feeling upset, don't tell anybody. Push it down. Be a man.
Push it down if you're feeling upset.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
Yeah. No, I hear you. No, that makes sense. I get that. I get what you're saying too with like hanging around like feminine energy. Like I totally.
There's nothing wrong with feminine, but if that's all you hang around, as a dude, I would imagine it's the same way, vice versa. If you're like a, not that I'm like a guy's guy, but like
you are.
If you're like a girly girl and you're just around. Dude, they can't handle fucking 2 seconds of it.
Right,
when I would have like, when we'd have like fantasy football draft night or whatever.
Yeah.
There was no, like a girl would walk in the kitchen and be like, immediately be like, get the fuck out of here. Like, are you kidding me?
Right. Yeah.
I'm in a theater program. I'm doing fucking ballet class at 8 a.m.
Ballet.
Because it was part of the curriculum.
You're actually doing ballet?
I had to do ballet at 8 a.m. And, I'm surrounded by just chicks talking about their what guy they're mad at and stuff, and it's like I sucked it up, but
yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah. No, I'm glad you could get that out. Seems like that's been repressed.
That's been weighing on me.
Been repressed for a long time.
Well, I haven't thought about it in a while because
finally I have a platform.
No, well, I definitely have. I have less. Actually, I'm trying to think if I have less female friends than I did in.
Yeah.
I have less close female friends. I have like a couple close female friends.
Got it. You're not, because I'm not in that.
You're not a close female friend. No.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure.
Like the ladies and stuff that I do hang with, mostly comics and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we're friends, but I was very, and still am, very close with the people I went to college with.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We took every class
That's
together,
right.
so that we'll bond you.
Yeah. I love that. I want to dig more into the theater stuff, but we're almost out of time.
I mean, whatever you want to say.
It is my podcast.
It's your podcast.
So I could keep going. If I wanted to. I could keep going if I wanted to. Wait, the theater, that's cool though.
Yeah, I went to theater school.
Yeah, what was like how that was probably because I've taken a theater class. And I was a business major, but I took a theater class and I sucked. Like I was so bad at theater. And like he would be like, "All right, get into character," and I'd just like show up in the scene, and you don't tell it was so clearly me in the scene. Like I'd be like,
first of all, it's a horrible director. It's just, all right, get into character. You in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not exactly how it works. I mean, the school or the program was for theater. Like I had to audition to get in.
Oh, okay.
It was not to toot my own horn, but it was very selective.
Where was it?
It was at Montclair State University.
Oh, wow. Yeah, hell yeah.
And probably like over 1,000 people joined. They only took like 12 of us.
Wow.
So it was very selective. So everyone in there was like super into it.
Yeah.
But that also means that we were very annoying about it.
Yeah. Like
we
super intense. Yeah,
whether we admitted it or not, we thought we were hot shit. And
yeah.
We weren't. We didn't know what the fuck we're doing.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that was for most of my early adolescence, like what I thought I wanted to do. And I think I was chasing the performance aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because I do still like acting, but like I wasn't like fucking super into the plays and this playwright and this and that. I'm like, I just want to get up there and just kind of do it. I like just being in front of people and doing that whole thing.
Yep.
And the moment I moved to the city, like I did acting for a few years, and then when I tried stand up, I was like, oh, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's way better.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't regret going because I met all those people, and I think it gave me a leg up when I started.
Yeah.
And haven't used that, but gave me a big head start, and people caught up. They blew. They're doing laps around me.
Yeah. No, I'm glad, but it's cool because you actually like you got the theater degree, but it's like it has helped you in like certain ways, right? It's like I feel like most people are like, would they get a degree and then it's like not what they're doing isn't relevant to it at all. Like stand up's still very relevant to.
It's
theater.
still very relevant. I think a lot of good stand up, there is an element of acting to it.
100%. Yeah.
If you do any sort of like characters in your act or act outs or even just being able to kind of sell an idea
right
when you're kind of unsure, like kind of playing more confident than you seem about something. I'm very if I'm good at anything, I'm good at doing a new bit about as well as a new bit can be done.
Right.
Like most of the times when I have new jokes,
the
problem is usually in the writing, and not how I said it.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, exactly. The delivery's crisp.
The delivery, I'm usually good at. Like
I've seen
from
that.
its inception. It might be the wrong delivery. It might be the wrong choice of act out. But I can usually. My gut instinct for that is usually pretty correct.
Yeah.
But then the writing always has to catch up.
No, that makes sense. You're like, you're just like, I crush it on the delivery every time because I've been theater.
Well, I mean, it
makes sense.
It does.
I get it. Yeah.
I think it certainly does help.
I mean, you've done a great job acting like you like Indians.
Yeah.
This whole podcast.
Oh, was that believable? Did you get?
I mean, you don't get to act like you like Indians.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Yeah.
had one foot out the door this whole time.
talk about the greatest acting job of your life.
I know. I mean, I should get paid for this. This is.
Get paid for this.
Where's my Oscar?
Where's my Oscar?
You can't tell just how repulsed I am by everything that's going on right now. This goes against everything I believe.
Even the mics are brown. No, I'm kidding. The mics are brown.
No.
Nice, man. Well, yeah, I think we hit the hour. So, appreciate you coming on the pod, anything you want to plug for the people?
Thanks for having me.
I just skipped over it. You like snuck that. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me. So, Instagram is Tayler Comedy. Tayler is spelled Tayler. That's pretty much all my social media. My last name is Yarish. You can go to my website. It's just Tayler Yarish. I don't know what it is. I have a few domain names, actually.
Yeah.
I actually bought, if you go to hewasfunny.com, that goes to my website. And if you also go to hewasnotfunny.com, it goes to my website. But I have to change that because someone has that Instagram handle and it gets confusing.
That's funny to add a bunch of different site titles so people can hate you.
Dude, a domain is $12 a year, which is fucking nothing.
Oh, okay,
so you could just, I have 3 or so, but
you take over all the websites. Try to go to google.com and Tayler Yarish comedy.
Dude, how is this not taken?
Google.com, Tayler?
Yeah. Just
tonight.
All goes to my site.
Wow, that's a great marketing strategy.
And my site will just, it'll show my Instagram, and then I have to be better about plugging road dates and stuff on there, but that would be the place to get them. And then any shows I'm doing in the city, I normally will just put on my Instagram story that day.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's pretty much it. Give me a follow me home, do whatever you gotta do.
Follow him home. Yeah. You heard it here first, folks. Tayler wants to be followed home. I don't know. You heard it here first, folks. I was saying that in a podcast. I don't know why.
You heard it here first, folks. It's a good sign off.
Yeah, it is. Well, thank you all for listening. We're gonna keep the Uncomfy Convos train rolling, with some future episodes. So stay tuned. And, I'm your boy Shiv, as you know, your boy, your man boy. I'm your boy. And now Tayler's your boy, too. You want to say bye, Tayler?
I'm also your boy. I'm your friend. Thanks for listening. This was fun.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
That sign off is the most uncomfortable part of the whole pod.